What's good, everybody? It's Hamza from Ather Gaming, coming to you with a brand new Dark Warrior deck profile. I know it's been a while since I've shown this, but with Phantom Rage giving us so much insane support, how could I not just give you guys some super crazy goo? But anyways, guys, like this video is trying to have 100 likes. Comment what you guys want to see next, and of course subscribe if you haven't already, because we are so close to 7,000 subscribers and I plan on doing a pretty insane giveaway. Again, check out all the links down below, guys, and without further ado, let's get straight into this deck profile. Alright guys, so I decided instead of showing the deck profile first, I decided to show you guys the combo, just so you guys can kind of understand the deck profile a little bit better. Because if I show you the deck profile, you're kind of really not going to understand what's actually happening. So it's better to showcase the combo tutorial. And again, I do have more Dark Warrior videos coming, like tomorrow and the day after and the day after, so please stay tuned for that. But anyways, let's start off with the combo tutorial. So of course it is a one card combo. I mean, what warrior deck isn't a one card combo? So it is connector. So again, we're gonna go ahead, summon out connector and get Aqua Dolphin. And again, guys, I know it's a 6 card deck, but remember there are a lot of 1 card engines we play, and we play a ton of extenders as well. And honestly, sometimes it feels like this combo might be a little better, because just anyway to Assault, it's just like a generic link dot deck. We'll go ahead right here. We are going to get Assault, and then from here, Assault effect to add, again, not a mandatory effect of the sort, anything like that. Now we are going to proceed to go ahead and go Assault effect to mill 3. So we send any 3 Assault, it doesn't matter, as long as one of them is Divine Sword. And this will go ahead and summon out our new card, the Phantom Knights of Tear Scale or Torn Scale. If you guys don't know what this card does, is essentially he's like a Dark Grepher for the archetype. He's really insane, but then he also has recursion as well, where he says if another Phantom Knight card is banished from the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, banish it when it leaves the field. And this card is actually like completely insanity, like, you know, what he provides to the deck. So right here, we go ahead, we are going to proceed to go ahead and use our Torn Scale effect, and this will pitch our any monster we added. I just did Gear Feed for this instance, but it can be anything, don't get me wrong. This will go ahead and grab our Ancient Cloak, and then we are going to banish our Ancient Cloak, and this will go ahead and search our PK Boots. And now, since we control a Phantom Knights monster, we can summon out our boots from our hand. That's pretty cool. But we're actually not going to go into a Levier, into a Dante. We're not going to do any of that. Instead, we are going to go ahead and turn our 2/3s into our Cherubini, like that. And now from here, we are going to use Cherubini's effect, targeting itself, and we are going to send our Carbonetta. Now, I'm sure you guys are super, like, kind of like, what is going on right now? Like, I have no idea. But guys, literally don't worry, because right here, okay, say our opponent abused us. I want you to understand what we have in our graveyard. We still have 3 extenders in our graveyard. We have Boots to search our trap card Shade, and then this will trigger to reborn our Tear Scale. Then we can activate our Shade, and then we still have our Carbonetta effect. And you guys will see exactly why I think this is probably going to be a pretty fearsome deck moving on into the future. Now we go ahead, we turn our Cherubini and our Assault away into our Appaloosa for 2, which is actually pretty insane, because now we're protected from hand traps. Now from here, we go ahead and use Carbonetton's effect, and Carbonetta will go ahead and summon out our Guard Dragon Justicia. I know it's gonna get a little bit crazy here. Now we go ahead, we turn our Guard Dragon away into, of course, our LP. And then from here, before you use anything, make sure you guys go ahead and add our Phoenix Blade, because of course we are going to be abusing more Guard Dragons. We're going to go ahead and summon out our Brotor. Now we're going to use Brotor's effect, target itself or LP, and pitch our Divine Sword. This will go ahead and add our Levianeer. Now again, in this instance right here, you guys can actually bring out almost anything that you guys want, any level 4 or lower Dark Dragon monster. It has to be level 4 or lower Dark Dragon monster, because I'll explain later. I just decided to use Brotor because, again, Levianeer is an extender because he's another body on board, but he also rips a card from the hand, which is very important. But now from here, we turn our Brotor away into our Pisty, use Pisty to get back that Brotor. Again, let me just like emphasize the point of this having to be a Dark Dragon, and you guys will see it later on. But again, Pisty has to bring back Brotor. He can't bring back Justicia, okay? Unless you have like another Dark Extender, of course, then by all means you can bring back Justicia. But for this combo right here, guys, you have to bring back Brotor. Now from here, we turn our LP and our Pisty away into our generic like Link to Dark Dragon, which is Galaxy Satellite Dragon. Again, I literally don't really know what this card's effect does. I just googled Link to Dragon monsters, and this was one of them, so I decided to put it in the deck. If the yeah, I mean, like, whatever, it's fine. But this card needs to be a Link to Dark, because from here you guys can see it's a dark and a dark. We go into our Rusty Bardiche, and then from here we go ahead, we use Rusty Rusty will set the Fog Blade, and Rusty will go ahead and dump out any monster. I didn't dump a monster here, but you can dump any of your other monsters. You can dump Ragged Gloves, you can dump whatever. It doesn't matter, I just accidentally forgot to do that. But from here, now we go ahead, Boots will banish, and Boots will go ahead and add our Fog Blade. And then of course, since a Phantom Knight's card is banished from our graveyard, we can actually reborn our tier scale. Now from here, of course, if you guys know what 11 year does, he banishes 3, he summons himself, and then he hand rips. So I roll a dice just to showcase the hand rip. I know it's not like a smoke grenade hand rip, but it's still a hand rip. And then from here, we go ahead, we turn our 11 year and our tier scale away into, of course, our Anaconda. And then from here, we go ahead again, this card has to be banished. Now we use Anaconda's effect. Anaconda will send our Fusion and our Dark Magician and Red Eyes and summon out our Dragoon. And now from here, we go ahead, we add the Divine Sword for a free negate off of Dragoon, and then we set our Fog Blade. And then from here, we are going to pass our turn. Now guys, look at this combo, right? It was a 1-card combo, essentially any 2 warrior combo that nets you on an Appaloosa for 2, a Rusty, double Fog Blade, a Dragoon, negate. An Omni negate, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negates essentially. And again, you still have your Brotor in case your board gets disrupted. You have other forms of interactions as well, with like Fog Blades to reborn any other sort of cards like our Rusty, and then we can push for game during the next turn. Now it is really insane, guys. Now let's quickly get into the deck profile. Alright guys, so now we are getting into the deck profile. I'm sure you guys have seen the combo and you guys kind of understand what this deck is trying to do and pull off, and it is absolutely insanity in what it does. If you guys want to see more test hands, combo tutorials on this deck, guys, please let me know. And I do have an updated Dark Warrior Infernoble deck actually coming out very soon as well, so again, stay tuned for that as well. But anyways guys, let's start off with the deck profile. We are of course playing the 1 Armageddon Knight, the 1 Greffer, and the double Mally. Now again, if you guys don't know, every Dark Warrior deck profile should probably have these cards in some sort of variation, whether it's only these 2 and no Mally. But if you play these guys, you play Mally absolutely 1000%. So that's why I am rocking these guys the way that it is. No, I am not playing Visionary Ravana because I didn't want to play too many normal summons in the deck. Tornscale becomes a normal summon, and Connector is essentially the best normal summon in the deck, same with Dolphin. So I wanted to play those cards over playing our Vion. So that is it for the Dark Boys, or Dark Starters, sorry. Now moving on, we play of course triple Neo Space Connector because we want to see our opponent's hand and function as much as possible. And then I'm maxing out on Dolphin here because if you guys think about it, we play a lot of extenders in this deck, potentially way more than the average deck. So it's okay to max out on Dolphin because you actually won't brick on Dolphin, and I can show you guys test hands in a later video. So that's just triple Dolphin, triple Connector. Then moving on to the extenders, we are playing triple Blue Mountain Butterspy, again a Dark Warrior level 4 monster and extender that works, that can barrier your normal summon monsters. So it is very insane, and again I'm so happy I can finally play my Blue Mountain Butterspy back again in my decks. And again, probably the best extender that Warriors have ever gotten in the history of life is Fiery Flint Lady. Literally, you just need to control any Warrior monster, special summon her. It does not matter the case. So I am playing triple Fiery Flint Lady, and then of course we are playing our triple Super Quantum Red Layer in this deck as well. So these are our extenders right here. We are maxing out on our extenders. It's pretty insanity in what it does as well. And then of course we are playing the 1 Phoenix Gearfried. It's too good to not play, but I mean it doesn't really do much in this deck. It still is a negate, especially when you go ahead and dump your 3/4 Gearfried. It is pretty good. If you open Gearfried, you can technically actually just end with the negate as well, so it's pretty good. Then of course you play the 1 Plague Spreader Zombie. Now this is strictly for a Nibiru out, nothing else to do with that. Plague Spreader does come up a lot when you do get Nibiru and you need to kind of extend further, so that's why I decided to play the Plague Spreader. And then we play the 1 Nessie, Jackalope, and Tsuchinoko because they're just generic extenders, help you get cards in the graveyard, help you extend even further into your plays. And then again, you guys saw from the combo, we played the 1 Carboneton, the 1 Justicia, the 1 Brotor, and the 1 Levineer. Essentially, these are like the only bricks in the deck, and Plague Spreader. I mean, you're playing 60 to minimize as many bricks as possible, so it does feel pretty good in that regard. And then of course, we are playing double Cloak because I feel like Cloak is the best because you can Rota any monster. So I decided to play Cloak in the deck. And then we played the 1 Ragged Gloves. Ragged Gloves is just a utility card. It can dump anything, so like if you go Rusty, you dump Ragged Gloves banish, dump like a Fog Blade Reborn. You have a lot of like pretty cute interactions with Ragged Gloves. That's why I decided to play him. The 1 Boots, You can up this card to 2. To be honest, I was thinking about upping it to 2 because you kind of always want to have one in deck. But again, he is a once return on both effects, so getting away with 1 feels pretty good. And then of course we are maxing out on our triple tier skill or torrent skill, because why not? Like, this card's absolutely insane in what it provides. And then we are playing, of course, our Dark Magician and our Red Eyes for the Dragoon package. And then to round off the monsters, we are playing our triple Nibiru, the Primal Being, just for more high impact hand traps in the format. And then again, onto the spell cards, you are playing triple Dark Ruler no more. We're playing the 1 Divine Sword, 1 DDR, 1 Living Fossil, 1 Overdone Burial, and 1 Autonomous Action Unit. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I'm not playing Durandal right here, and you guys can by all means play Durandal in your deck. Just for this current variant, I was not playing Durandal just because I wanted to push and see the limits of what this deck can provide. But absolutely, what you can do is you can probably cut Action Unit and just put in Durandal in the deck, and that will be perfectly fine as is. So now you have Durandal to get your Fireflame Lady and your Red Layer, so it's actually pretty good. Then moving on, we play triple Tactics Talents. Now this can be like Gamma, this can be any other sort of, like, I guess, goal second disruption cards or just utility cards that you guys want to play in your deck. It does not matter. Now moving on to the one of course we play the 1 Rhoda to search any card in our deck, 1 Call by the Grave, just kind of sacky, 1 Reborn for an extender, the 1 Red Eyes Fusion, which I feel like is really important in this deck. And I mean, it's just another good card. Well, 1 for 1 to basically get out our Fireflame Lady, get out our Brotors. It's pretty funny. I mean, it helps you get cards in the graveyard as well. The 1 Midbreaker, and then the double Fogblade and the 1 Shade Brigandine for an extender. And then that's it for the main deck, guys. 60 in the main. Now moving on to the extra deck, we played the 1 Link Spider. This is really important for when you get Nibiru'd, and this deck actually is pretty flexible, the extra deck, so you can kind of get away with playing this card. So we played the 1 Link Spider, and then of course you guys saw the Guard Dragon, so Pisty, LP, and the Satellite Dragon. And then moving on, again, you guys saw the Cherubini, so again we played Cherubini, the Needle Fiber. Now again, like I said before, guys, Fiber is very important to play after you get Nibiru'd, so that's why you need Fiber and the Link Spider, because essentially, if you guys don't know, you can go Fiber, summon a Plague, and then Fiber and Plague into Barricade, and then bring back Plague, and then this will go into our Rusty, and then again we have the Link Spider token to get into our Anaconda. So again, really cool in that regard, but I won't talk about it too much right now. So we got the Isolde, the Anaconda, the Barricade again for like the extender play, Rusty as like the best card in the deck, quote unquote, Appaloosa, because this is again how we kind of barrier from hand traps, the Access Code to kill our opponent turn 2. Leviair is like, you don't really need to play this card. Like these next two cards I'll show you guys, Leviair and Redoer, you don't need to play, right? You can play like Break Sword, you can play like Raider's Knight and the other guy. It doesn't really matter. I just felt like playing Leviair because again, you guys saw from before where I did have 2 level 3s on board. You can kind of extend and push further, so it's pretty good. Redoer works if you have any extender. You can actually end with Redoer with the Shade Brigandine as well, so it's really powerful. And then of course you are playing the 1 Red Eyes Jack Dragoon to round off our extra deck. So guys, that was it for the combo tutorial and the deck file. If you guys want to see any other Dark Warrior videos, guys, please let me know down below. Like this video, comment what you guys want to see next. This was day 3 of daily uploads. I will be uploading more tomorrow as well, and stay tuned for some more insane Phantom Rage content. Again, guys, this is Hums from Ather Gaming. Like I always say, keep on shining, never give up on your dreams. Peace.